Schultheiss, Executive Director of the Colorado Water Trust. I'm so pleased to be here today on the banks of the beautiful Yampa River to honor Nancy Smith and the Nature Conservancy with this year's David Getches Award, the 9th Getches Award since it was founded. David Getches, as many of you know, was founder of the Water Trust and also a dean of the CU Law School and a director of the State Natural Resources Department, and one of the guiding lights in the environmental movement that's surrounding the rivers in Colorado.
Hello, my name is Rob Perlman. I'm the President and Chief Operating Officer of Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation. We could not be more excited to honor Nancy Smith and the Nature Conservancy for this prestigious award today. When Nancy Smith first approached us about supporting the Yampa River Fund, we thought she was crazy. But her perseverance, her leadership, and just her style of approach really got us behind this and this incredible Yampa River Fund and the work that it's doing for our community. Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation has always been a big contributor to local causes that are meaningful for our resort and our staff as well as our community. And the Yampa River Fund is just that. It really is a resource and really the life of the Yampa Valley. So we could not be more excited to work with her to launch the Yampa River Fund and get behind this incredible nonprofit that Nancy helped really create with the help of the Nature Conservancy. We could not be more honored. She is not more deserving. Congratulations, Nancy, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Hi, my name is Kelly Romero-Heaney and I'm the Water Resources Manager for the City of Steamboat Springs and I chair the Yampa River Fund. I am so excited to be here today to congratulate my dear friend Nancy Smith for receiving the Getches Flowing Water Award. She is so worthy of it because Nancy came to my valley, to my river, and helped set up the Yampa River Fund to support what is a uniquely wild and healthy river system that is worthy of investment. Nancy was able to utilize the Water Fund tool, which the Nature Conservancy has used across the globe. The first one they set up was in Quito, Ecuador, and where I have personal connections to and family connections to, so it felt so poetic to then set up a water fund here in the Yampa. Nancy worked so hard. She was persistent, she was patient, she recognized how we all believe we are such a special snowflake here in the Yampa Basin, but she was willing to work through us, build those relationships and trust, and holy cow, she helped us to set up an amazing fund that will live on for decades, hopefully, to help support flows as things get drier, as we look into a drier and hotter future, and also to help to support a healthy riparian system, and also support the different uses of this river, the recreational uses, the fishing, the agricultural uses, and whatnot. So I am so honored to be able to congratulate Nancy, and we hope that she'll come here more often and enjoy this river with us. Thank you.
Bringing the entities and the various interests together to put together a water fund here in the Yampa was a high bar and a heavy lift to accomplish, and especially with the variation in geography and interest all up and down. Putting this fund together was mainly accomplished by a charter that listened to all of those varying voices, and not only listened, but then implemented those changes and those concerns or goals, and then memorializing them in a charter so specific that all of us felt comfortable that we were achieving what we wanted to do. And in short, it's to address water shortages in the Yampa and to provide a mechanism for compensation to do that. I commend Nancy most of all for listening. As someone from the lower end of the valley, we had our own perspective, and she listened and incorporated that into the charter. And then that charter is there to stay. It's going to take a unanimous board decision to change those goals that are in the charter. So I wanted to make the special trip. I drove up from Craig today specifically because I think this was a huge accomplishment, and I just want to say thanks to Nancy.
I'm holding the Getches Award, and just off screen is our awardee, Nancy Smith, so I'm going to put on my mask right now. Hold on 1 second. All right, ready to go. Nancy, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, members of the Colorado Water Trust, and all Coloradans who love rivers like this, it is my honor to award to you David Getches Conservation Award.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
And now presenting the David Getches Flowing Waters Award ceremony winner, Nancy Smith and the Nature Conservancy.
Thank you so much. I am so pleased to accept this award on behalf of myself, on behalf of the Nature Conservancy, and on behalf of the Ampere River Fund. A year ago this month, over 100 people gathered on the banks of this great river to launch the Ampere River Fund. It was a great day, it was a great party, a lot of you were there, and it's a great memory. Now today, you know, we're facing so many challenges in the world, and sometimes it can feel almost impossible to bring people together. So it's great to stand here and remember the Yampa River Fund and how it showed that a community can come together and do great things. And I'm so grateful that I was part of that journey, because the Yampa River, it is a special place. It's the last relatively free-flowing major river in the Colorado River Basin. But it's special because of the people too. The people who live on this river, who play in this river, who make a living from this river. All of those special people came together and rallied around a common cause to create the Ampere River Fund. In 2018, when we were working on the fund, everyone saw what happens when the river doesn't have enough water to provide for all the people who depend on it. And we're seeing that again this year. So the community rallied to plan for the future of the river and to figure out a way to make investments in activities that would sustain and support the river into the future. And you know, rivers connect people. They connect people to the future, they connect people to one another, they connect people to nature, and that's why I love working on rivers and working on water issues, and it's why I love being part of this project. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge and recognize all the amazing partners and stakeholders who came together to make this a reality. I'm the one standing here today getting this award, but this was 150% a community-driven effort. It worked because people came together from all over the river valley, from Maybell Ditch up to the Upper Yampa Conservancy District, from Craig to Steamboat. Organizations came together as diverse as Moffat County to the Colorado Water Trust, Steamboat Ski Resorts, Friends of the Yampa, Community Ag Alliance. I'm going to stop listing because I know I'll forget something, and everyone was such a critical piece of the puzzle. So the Nature Conservancy, we've created water funds all over the world. They're such a great tool. Communities can tailor them to exactly what they need to create the future that they want for their river. And hats off today to the Yampa Valley community for embracing the tool, for embracing me, for embracing the Nature Conservancy, and making this thing a reality. And I'm so excited about what the Yampa River Fund's going to do in the future. This year, it already gave out some grants, and it's really just the beginning of an amazing thing. So in closing, thank you again to the Colorado Water Trust for this award, to me and the Nature Conservancy, and a special thank you to all the people and stakeholders that I got to work with and who touched my life through this project. And I'm sure that together we have all touched the future of the Yampa River. So thank you.